store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Play action. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Tony.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
118. What's that?
Stroud to throw it. This one left side, caught by Collins. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The Texans at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Throwing now is Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. Short throw to Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
Street. 19 Tiger.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready. Hawk 70.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Johnson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
18 Cardinal.
Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Howard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now a 2nd and 10. the middle here with Wright. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Howard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ready?
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Back to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw. Howard. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 118. That's it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
18.
Here's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud working out of the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he's across midfield to the 48.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Howard. It's caught. Mitchell. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. Howard. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
On 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Stroud looking to throw.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. 18.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
Howard now throwing to start the drive.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Already.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
18. What's up?
Back to throw. Stroud. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Here's Howard. A final shot before break. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Howard. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Johnson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So a decent gain there, but not their fourth consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Here we go, set.
On third down, here's a run by Wright.
And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Howard. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18, what's that?
Stroud to throw it. Right side to Williams.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here we go. 18, what's that?
Stroud off the play fake. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
In motion comes the tight end left. 2nd and 11.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
A give up the middle to right.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
All right.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mix it up the middle.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. On the bootleg, Stroud. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
To throw is Howard. To throw from his end zone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Howard.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18. What's up?
Play action. Stroud now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Play action. Howard.
Looking for the crossing route, and he's got Mitchell.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
16 yards.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Howard. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Danielle Hunter, his second sack of the night. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bravo 80.
Looking to throw. Howard. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This now a 3rd and 4.
Check. Viking 8. Riggs, Riggs. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check smash, check smash.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. As Stroud now to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans, 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Derek Harmon breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
84 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
And they take a knee.
Tag. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby.